Good evening, everyone. Jai Guru. Welcome to our Heart of Seva Satsang. Today, for the first time, we have Nayaswami Dhyana ji, who's going to be sharing with us on the Seva principle. I request any of you who have any questions during the satsang to drop them in the chat. And if time permits, we will take those questions up. Thank you. Over to you, Dhyana ji.
Hello, everyone. Let's start with a prayer together. So nice to be with you all. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, friend, beloved God, Guru Preceptors, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Mahashaya, Swami Shri Yukteswarji, beloved Master, Paramhansa Yogananda ji, saints of all religions, we bow at thy feet. Bless our satsang with thy divine presence. Help us to open our hearts, minds, and souls to thee. Om Shanti, Shanti. Let's sit just a moment together, feeling the blessings of God and Gurus. Om Shanti, Shanti. I'll start by reading the principle for tonight from Ananda Seva by Nayaswami Jyotish. Ananda Seva is a means of dissolving the ego. Ananda Seva is a means of attaining liberation. It is an extension of our teachings and brings energy inward and upward. Ananda Seva expresses the principle of true karma, yoga, and nishkam karma. Ananda Seva helps to integrate the whole person. This is a great topic, and I'm happy to be able to share with you. Because if we serve in the right way, we grow spiritually. We grow in our attunement, we grow in our openness, receptivity, and the grace of God flows into us. We grow in understanding and wisdom and in many different ways. So, and we grow less in ego if we think that God is the doer, that we're only a channel, that our guru is doing it through us. All these wonderful thoughts that Master has given. And I've been here long enough to know that that's not how most people think about service. Many people are thinking, oh, I want my name on a plaque or on a chair or on the mandir or so many things. And it's no better in America, but this isn't the nishkam karma. It's like I do it because out of love. I do it out of devotion to my guru. I do it out of devotion to God. And so this is the way that we want to always serve, and it's subtle and it's tricky. And I know people get caught up in, well, he didn't place me in the right chair, and they didn't put my name up on the wall, or whatever it is. And it just, does it really matter? No. And so I've served in so many ways at Ananda. I mean, we wear all the hats, as you know. You get placed in a position of maybe serving, teaching people, teaching meditation, maybe teaching. I taught in Rome a yoga class. I barely was able to do it myself. This was a long time back, but opening up centers, traveling in many different countries, cleaning up centers before we could open them, scrubbing the floors, painting the walls, cleaning out the room, setting up the rooms for the guests, greeting the guests, and doing the classes and shoveling snow. And I remember one place, what we wore to our seva was a black plastic bag and something over your head, because we were scrubbing, and we called ourselves the lizard ladies. Scrubbing and everything you could do to just get the place clean. So it's not a position of there's no glamour and glory, and it just is love. And I was thinking of there's so many, if you think of why we do what we do, there are so many great examples out in daily in our daily lives of great souls. I was thinking of Mother Teresa, and I was thinking of Nelson Mandela and Martin Luther King Jr. and Gandhi. And there's so many great souls who put themselves out completely. Now, why did they do what they did? They did it out of love. They did it because they really wanted to serve. They didn't do it because later I'll be in the history books. They did it because their heart was totally into it. And this is how we have to think as well. Then thinking of Master, of course, he did everything because he was in attunement with God. He said, I don't do anything that my mother doesn't tell me to do. Once Swamiji, Master was supposed to go to India and take Swamiji with him. And of course, this was after the first time, 1935, 36. And Swamiji kept asking Master, well, when are we going? He says, I don't know. So whatever Divine Mother wants. And he never did go. But we have to be thinking, what does God want? And how can God work through me? And Master said, the channel is blessed by what flows through it. And to be in tune with me, serve my work. And the other thing we have to remember is how Swamiji said, I love this example. He said that he was, Master told them, always think that God is serving through you and doing through you. There's just so many great stories. I hope you read these from the New Path. What Swamiji said, he was giving a talk, and since Master said, let God be the doer, he said he just stopped. And he said, well, okay, I just think that God is the doer. I won't say anything. 2 minutes passed, he didn't say anything. And he said people in the audience were perspiring. They thought he had frozen up. But he said, no, I was just calmly waiting for God to do something. Nothing happened. God didn't say anything. So I continued my talk. And so God is a doer, but God needs to channel. We need to put out energy and magnetism and do joyfully. And I love the image of Master when he gave his lectures. He would run out onto the dais, onto the platform, and how feels everybody? How is everybody? And that's a bit different from in the morning. Oh, I just don't want to get up. Well, why do they have to ask me? But there's got to be somebody else. And, we all go through that. And then you can snap out of it. And so Master, he had so many tests himself, but if you look at what he did every day of his life, there's a calendar you can see, and he was busy every day serving Divine Mother. And one time he was so busy that he said, I thought I lost God. And he said he walked out into the desert and said, Divine Mother, I feel like I've lost you. I'm just so busy with all these things. And he heard the voice of God saying, no, you haven't lost me. And, he was able to feel Divine Mother's blessings again. And then Swamiji, he served till he couldn't walk anymore. Some of you met Swamiji, he couldn't sing anymore. But when he would be escorted out to the platform, he still gave talks. When he got there, he would sit down, and when we knew him in the beginning, I met him when he was in his 50s, and whoa, he was like, look out. He was just like a king. And then he was a warrior king, and just so dynamic and magnetic and powerful. And anyway, he would sit down at the talk, and as soon as the talk would start, I mean, you would look at him and you think, oh God, let's pray for Swamiji. He's not going to be able to do it. You look at him, and then the talk would start, and boom, Master would just come through him. That was here in India. And you could see he wasn't there. It was Master was there. There was no ego. Ego had long gone. That Swamiji was a pure channel for God and gurus. And that's what it means by dissolving the ego. Forget about yourself. Don't look for praise, and they've got to give me something, and just forget it. And I know there are a lot of people. When I was in America, I just came back, everybody was, oh, I'm coming to India. I mean, they think India is like just chanting Hare Ram, just you get over there in Delhi and you hit that heat and the mosquitoes and or the flooding and monsoons. You're not going to be thinking it's glamorous anymore. I said, you just have to do whatever there is. And And as you do it, you feel, wow, I'm not thinking about myself anymore. That's the best thing. And not every organization allows you to serve. Let's face it. You have to be there for 40, 50 years before you can pick up a book and read it out loud to people. Swamiji roped you in immediately because it's a way to have fast spiritual progress and to get out of the ego, period. And so you have to remember that. And this is an amazing story. I met one of my best friends in Ananda village when I was just there. Now she was in charge of, I just make sure I get the time right. Is this time right? Yeah, okay. So she was in charge. She was a Harvard graduate, law school graduate, brilliant Black woman. And she and another lawyer took Ananda through the 12 years of the lawsuits we had. And now she has dementia. She can't remember things. I mean, she remembers you and, but she can't, there's a lot of memory loss. So when I went to see her, I was just so happy to see her. I mean, she's in an assisted living home, but I just realized when I came out of there, wow, she gave everything to God and Guru, including her mind. I just thought, wow, she gave her mind to God and Guru. So who cares if you can't remember anything anymore? 12 years, she gave everything she had. And what did I see in her? Complete freedom and complete joy. And that's the end result that you want. Give everything. Your ego drops. And she's completely happy, completely joyful. And I think she might be completely free just because she didn't hold back. Isn't that a beautiful story? And if we keep thinking, whatever we're doing, we're just giving, just keep giving, then the ego drops off and it says, oh, okay, it's okay. You need the ego to get going, but then to keep making it bigger and bigger and bigger, it's a waste of time. And so finally, as we serve in the way Master gave, then he blesses us. He blesses our families, blesses our health. He blesses. I've been here in India 18 years. I've never been in the hospital. I've never been severely ill. I've never missed one day of seva out of illness. Now, why? I'm serving my Guru. He's keeping me alive. He's keeping me well. He's keeping me healthy. He's keeping me happy. He's giving me friends. He's giving me everything I need. Now, if I was here thinking, what about me? I need this, I need that, what about me? And it doesn't work. So give your life to God. Don't think about it. Just say, Master, whatever you want is what I want. It's not what I want, it's what do you want? And you find he takes every obstacle that you don't need, just takes it right out of your way. Anger, fear, worry, doubt, all these things, you don't need them anymore. They're all a part of the ego. And as that dissolves, you just feel I can tell you after decades of seva, and I don't think I'd still be on the path without seva. I had to do something. I was too restless. And Swamiji saw that and he just said, go do this, go do that. No, I've done so many things I didn't know how to do. Open a restaurant, not open, but work in a restaurant. I didn't know anything about a restaurant, but go to Italy, go to Africa, go to Australia. Now, did that help me? Maybe those people didn't even get helped. I don't know, but I certainly got helped. And I certainly felt less and less heaviness of myself there. So this is what I wish for all of us here in India, that we just keep going. We got a huge work to do. We're only at the beginning. 20 years is nothing. And we have to set the foundation for the others who are coming after us to be able to also serve and to bring this light, the teachings, the kriya, the techniques to all the world, and to serve in the way you all are serving with the mothers. It's very inspiring. But just get out of the way. Let God and Guru do it through you. You'll be overjoyed. I'll ask Devisha now. She has some questions, and you all may have some questions as well.
Thank you, Dhyanaji, for the sharing. So one of the questions is that I often feel at the back of my mind when I'm serving that I'm attaining some spiritual karma, good karma from it. Is that service even valuable? And how can I omit that thought completely and make my service more selfless?
I put my glasses on so I can see you better. Yeah, I think that's a part of the culture here, that I'm getting something, I'm getting some good karma. And you don't necessarily get good karma, because the attitude has to be right. If you, like Master told, I mean, this person said, I put $100 in the collection plate at the church, and Master said, well, God was already the $100. You're not getting anything special for that, because the person had the wrong attitude. Attitude is everything. So if you're thinking, I'm going to get good karma because I'm calling the mothers, or I'm getting good karma because I'm opening a new center, or what I'm doing, I'm teaching, forget it. It just doesn't work. If you say, I mean, the most humble of people were the ones, remember the guy, God, just the best story ever, that guy Horace, who couldn't hardly walk or talk. And at the end of his life, I think I've told you, but I have to tell you again, but that Master, this woman disciple was passing by Master with this guy Horace, was spastic. Swamiji said it was hard to even listen to him talking. He just had a bad, not a good body in this lifetime. So anyway, this woman disciple was walking by Master and said, she was thinking, why doesn't he heal him? I know Master can heal him. Master caught the thought, and he looked at her and he said, isn't it wonderful that Horace is working out all the karma that put him in that body in this lifetime? He's working all that karma out. Isn't it just wonderful? We don't know what's all going on. And at the end of his life, he was lying on the grass. He couldn't even walk anymore, pulling weeds out of the garden for Master's work. Did he think of himself? Did he think, I'm getting good karma by pulling up the weeds? No. And he's the one, Master said, he's nearly fully liberated already. And that was years before. So these things are subtle, and it depends on the guru. He can free you anytime, but the attitudes have to be right, isn't it? So we can't say, okay, I signed up, I'm serving equals good karma. Better to do something, even if you're looking for attention, than nothing. That's another point. Just do anything. And what happens, you start working it out. And then after a while, you say, gosh, look how I've changed. Who changes you? Master said about Swamiji, when Swamiji felt he changed himself. Master told him get devotion, and he was more devotional. And then he heard Master say to some monks later, look how I've changed Walter. Isn't that something? The guru changes you. Look how I changed him. So what do we need to do? Be receptive, be open, be in attunement, keep moving. Don't think about, okay, I've got an ego, I can't serve anybody, I just sit here and do nothing. Or, the opposite of that. Just keep moving and be in good company. This is good company here. And don't be too much alone, because the mind just starts thinking about everything. People they're thinking too much. Do something rather than think all the time. Am I progressing? Am I getting good karma? Am I leave it? Get busy. Life is going by fast. I don't know how you feel about it, but I certainly feel that. Do you have any other questions?
We have another question. This just
Yeah.
came in. The question says, I have taken up Seva, but it's getting affected because of my health. I feel guilty that due to my sickness consciousness, the Seva is suffering. What can I do?
Jnanamata was on the bed serving. She couldn't even walk. She wrote letters to the disciples from the bed. You can do something anywhere. You can, just figure it out. there's always something you can do. You can pray for people from the bed. You can call somebody from the bed. People are talking all the time from the bed. So I don't, I don't see what the problem is. Just do it. And I just say, Master, just whatever you want is what I want. He had that man Bernard, he had him up on ladders in a tractor, and the guy could barely walk. But he was getting better and better and better and better because he kept serving. Do what you can. And then he got self-involved. Someone said, oh, you should be in bed, shouldn't you? He says, yeah, I guess I should be. I don't know why he's asking me to get on a ladder and on a tractor. So he said to Master, I don't want to do it anymore. Can you believe it? He went to bed and he got worse and worse and worse and worse till he left the path. Wow. Just wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just say, Master, what can I do? What can I do from the bed? What can I do in my state? What can I do? And there's always something you can do. You can certainly pray from the bed and call people. Anytime I feel like my energy's low, here's a trick I have. I just get on the phone and start calling other devotees. How are you? How's it going? How's your family? How's your health? Then after one call, you feel so much better. But you can stay there. I feel bad. I feel bad. I feel bad. Better pick up the phone and talk to somebody else. Anything else?
Thank you, Dhyanaji. This is it.
Okay. All right. I thought you had another question in there. You can
Yeah, if we have time, we can look at it.
We have time.
Okay. So one more question is, how can I remove, it's similar to this one actually. So how can I remove time from my busy schedule to serve more?
Now, let me just ask this question. What are we busy with? Isn't that the question? What are we busy with? My busy schedule, because I'm on social media 3 hours a day. I'm at the shopping mall. I go to the beauty parlor. I'm on the phone, I'm telling you, I had a seclusion just now at Ananda Village, 5 days by myself alone. I cut that phone off for 5 days. I didn't get into email, WhatsApp, nothing. My mind calmed right down. Wow, I just thought, I must have been going crazy. So just look at what are you busy with? And start just little by little, cut back. You don't have to go, as we used to say, cold turkey, but just go little by little, do less of the social media, do less on the phone. Like one of the members said, my wife's always on the phone. People are on the phone too much. Everybody's on the phone. Wherever you walk, phone. Go to the park, the phone. Everywhere, everybody's on the phone, in the car on the phone. It's just, people have gone nuts. It's too much. So pull back, and I bet you're going to find some time. Just look for half an hour. Who doesn't have half an hour? You talk on the phone for 2 hours. Cut it down, get half hour. In other words, don't try to cheat the gurus. It doesn't work. I tell you now, it doesn't work. Don't try to cheat. I don't have time for you. Master said, if you tell Divine Mother you don't have time, she'll say, wow, I don't have time for you either. So make the time. You can do it. Nobody's that busy. I saw Swamiji doing, he was the busiest person I ever met. Did he ever miss his meditation or his service? Never. Never. No? So make the time. And here's another one. Get off of the television. Turn the television off, those soap operas or whatever's on there. I don't know what people watch these days, but you get one thing and then it's like a series and you gotta watch 10. That's just hooking you right in. 10, that's 10 hours of whatever it is. And the other one is perhaps sleep less. Watch your diet, change the diet. Don't eat so much at night so you can get up in the mornings and you'll be more awake. There are a lot of tips. They're all in Master's teachings. but you got to want to do it. That's the main thing. If you want to serve, you have the time, isn't it? Who doesn't have half an hour a day? Yeah. Okay. God bless everybody. So nice to be with you.
Thank
Thank you, Dhyana ji. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Thank
Dhyana ji.
Thank you, Dhyana ji.
Divisha will take it forward now. So Divisha, we'll just do the last 5 minutes now.
So the topic for this month of our of our Heart of Seva program is that Seva is a means to dissolve the ego. Right. So today we'll also practice an affirmation and a prayer to imbibe this further in us. So I invite everyone to sit upright, spine straight. And now let's energize. So let's double inhale, tensing the entire body. Double inhale with will, with energy. Feel the tension and double exhale. Relax and release. Once more, let's double inhale, tensing the entire body. Tense, tense with will. And double exhale, relax and completely let go. Let's center our gaze at the point between the eyebrows. Bring our awareness also into the spine. I'll read out the affirmation completely once, and then we can practice together loudly at first, and then taking it softer and softer, and finally mentally. So the affirmation says, I will serve God through others, and by my service to Him, release the hold the ego has on me. I am free in God I am free. So let's all repeat together loudly. I will serve God through others, and by my service to Him, release the hold the ego has on me. I am free in God I am free. In a whisper now, I will serve God through others, and by my service to Him, release the hold the ego has on me. I am free in God I am free. Let's affirm mentally now with greater conviction, with greater intensity. I will serve God through others, and by my service to Him, release the hold the ego has on me. I am free in God I am free. I will serve God through others, and by my service to Him, release the hold that ego has on me. I am free in God I am free. Let's all pray together mentally now. All that I do, Lord, I do for the love of Thee. Accept the flowers of my service to Thee as I place them on Thy altar of omnipresence. Let's meditate on these words now for the next few minutes. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you all for joining today. I would request you all to switch on your videos. So
I'm
nice.
going to take a quick picture of everybody. Only Devika.
Yes.
Anjali. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we will also share the Facebook link with the Seva principle, the prayer and the affirmation. There will be constant reminders on the group. Let's intend strongly now to practice this principle for the entire month and share your experiences as a comment on that Facebook link. Yeah. Thank
Have
you.
a wonderful Holi to everybody.
Yes. Happy
Okay,
Holi to
send
everyone.
your blessings and your prayers. And just to let you know, we are expanding now in the month of April. We are going to Varanasi to do survey. So the mothers, the work will now go forward and move, as in Vrindavan obviously is our foundation stone, and now we can take the same work to Varanasi as well. And there's need everywhere. So Yogananda Trust will be expanding now. And please keep us in your prayers. And yeah, it's going to be an amazing experience. So there'll be more mothers to talk to, So we will need more and more people. So do let your friends, your contacts, your family members know that about Circle of Love. So many more mothers get a family as beautiful as you all. Thank you so much. Jai Guru. Bye-bye.
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru.